actually thought this was hilarious because during the Diet Coke, Mountain Dew got brought up, and I was like, uh-oh, now we're gonna have to look up Mountain Dew, and then I found a video on Mountain Dew. The bright green history of Mountain Dew, so we're gonna watch it. I like Mountain Dew. I prefer it over regular, like, Coca-Cola or Pepsi or whatever. Just the same as I prefer ginger ale. My favorite bottle of battery acid, hell yeah. Alcoholic Mountain Dew? What? Huh, I don't think I've ever seen alcoholic Mountain Dew here. I hate Mountain Dew, it's way too sweet. Well, that's fine, because then that just means more for us. Mountain Dew Game Fuel, the original version of it will always be king. Wait, Mountain Dew Game Fuel? Aw? Oh. I never seen this before. Mountain Dew Game Fuel. Where is open image in new tab? Never seen this before. Is this like an energy drink? The old Mountain Dew was really good. The new one is crap. What? Is this considered the old Mountain Dew? Because I've only ever known the bright green one. Not the energy drink, but the one that was released with Halo 2. Oh, okay. The original Game Fuel was orange, and it was citrus cherry. Ooh. That sounds delicious. Oh, okay, I see the Halo Infinite there. Okay. Yeah, I see Halo Infinite on this. We zoom in all the way in. Alright. Alright. So let's let's actually get to the video now and learn the history of Mountain Dew. Let's go.
Nothing says extreme like downing a 2-liter of Mountain Dew before dropping in on a half-pipe and kick-flipping your way to X Games glory. But Mountain Dew wasn't always the drink of choice for America's danger lovers. Way back, it was the mixer of choice for Southern whiskey drinkers. So how did this country cool drink work its way from hillbilly delicacy to extreme sports tonic? Well, today we're chugging the history of Mountain Dew. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to the Weird History Food channel. And let us know in the comments below what other iconic soft drinks you would like to hear about. Okay, everyone pause your Xboxes. It's time to do the Dew.
Yeah, I'm talking about Mountain Dews, baby.
Soft drinks were all the rage in 1930s Appalachia. But for Knoxville brothers Barney and Allie Hartman, none of the existing sodas were cutting it. They'd moved to Tennessee with a love for Natural Setup, a soda brand that, back home in Georgia, they'd love to mix with bourbon. But they couldn't find any Natural Setup anywhere in their new city. And they were presumably drinking the kind of bourbon that could power a Model T. So sipping on it was no question. So they set out to make their very own Natural Setup-inspired lemon-lime whiskey mixer. And by the end of the decade, they created just the thing. They called it Mountain Dew, an old slang term for moonshine, as referenced in the 18...
I never made that connection. Mountain Dew and moonshine, I never made that connection. I've never mixed it with whiskey. I keep forgetting to try that. I've never heard of it being mixed with whiskey, like, ever. Shaun White's interview? Who's that? Missed the original taste of Mountain Dew? Oh, man. I don't know if I've ever tasted the original Mountain Dew. Welcome in, Cedric! Welcome in!
1982 Irish folk song, The Rare Old Mountain Dew. The Hartmans loved their new, clear, caffeine-free creation so much that they wanted to share it, and they soon tried to market it around as a mixer. Unfortunately, no one seemed to want what the brothers were selling, and it wasn't until the 1946 Gatlinburg Bottling Convention, where Barney and Allie unveiled their fully rebranded product, that Mountain Dew finally went into production. With this rebrand came Willie the Hillbilly, a barefoot, rifle-toting, usually bearded cartoon mascot, along with their infamous
Mountain Dew will tickle your innards
slogan.
Wow.
We should switch back to that, if you ask us. What's more, they stopped marketing Mountain Dew as a mixer, and they instead pumped it full of caffeine and advertised it as a standalone soda,
Perfect.
packaged in green bottles, just like the natural setup that inspired it. But with stiff competition coming from the already well-established 7-Up, Mountain Dew was slow to take off. And in the 1950s, the Hartmans decided to part ways with their struggling brainchild. In came Marion, Virginia's Tip Corporation, a company that primarily made soda concentrates to ship off to bottlers. Under this new ownership, the Mountain Dew recipe was reworked to include either Tri-City Lemonade or Tang, depending on who you ask, and it re-emerged on the market in 1961. The Tip Corporation's reign did not last long, though, and in 1964, the Pepsi-Cola company bought the entire corporation outright, making Mountain Dew a sub-brand of Pepsi forevermore.
Oh, that's probably when it took off.
When PepsiCo acquired Mountain Dew, the Beverly Hillbillies TV show was still at the peak of its popularity. Hillbillies were white hot in the 60s. PepsiCo saw an opportunity to capitalize on that popularity, and they decided to keep on going with Willie the Hillbilly and the country-themed marketing. Likewise, the first cans and bottles of Pepsi's Mountain Dew featured Willie the Hillbilly shooting at another man, along with an all-new slogan that came to represent the brand. This slogan only lasted about a year before PepsiCo threw 2 more catchphrases into the mix. Put a little Yahoo in your life, and
Hello, sunshine. Hello, Mountain Dew.
Both carried the brand into the 1970s. In 1974, though, PepsiCo changed the Mountain Dew recipe once again, adding in orange flavoring, and at last giving it its infamous neon green hue, the color of a Ninja Turtles drug test. They then moved Mountain Dew away from its—
Oh, so do you mean the original flavor without the orange flavoring in there? I didn't eat what? I didn't know it had orange flavor. I'm confused. I'm confused.
hillbilly vibe, and began to feature a wider array of outdoorsy lifestyles. At first, this new marketing strategy primarily focused on water sports. In one ad, a bunch of youths swim and jump off waterfalls. In another, a different group rides horseback.
Damn,
through a
look at
creek
the
bed.
high quality
So
of
they
these
still
videos.
hadn't moved that far from their country roots. Mountain Dew continued with this strategy into the 1980s, but they slowly started adding in all sorts of other, more extreme sports as the decade wore on. These later ads featured less and less water, and they began to showcase everything from breakdancing to skateboarding. Then, in 1988, PepsiCo tried its hand at an all-new Mountain Dew flavor. They called it Mountain Dew Red. Mountain Dew Red wasn't long for this world, though, and after being market tested around Alabama, PepsiCo pulled the plug on it before the year was up. Talk about a code red. All the while, the brand continued to phase out its Knoxville moonshiner origins and phase in extreme sports. This move coincided with the release of Mountain Dew Sport, another short-lived variant that this time marketed itself as a performance booster. This is a totally different Mountain Dew energy drink than the one you threw up at Chester's house party last year. As the Hartman brothers themselves could tell you, sometimes a good idea takes a few tries. Though Mountain Dew Sport was discontinued in 1991, it was only 1 year later, in 1992, that Mountain Dew finally changed its slogan to the action-oriented Do the Dew.
Do the Dew. Did you guys? They even had a diet sport one. Oh my god.
In there. In 1995, Mountain Dew then became one of 7 sponsors to support the first ever X Games. From that point forward, the brand would forever be associated with high-octane daredevils on skateboards, BMX bikes, and base jumping. This extreme image began to attract a very different demographic than 2 country brothers looking for something to mix with their bourbon would have ever expected. In 2001, PepsiCo decided to give their Red Mountain Dew idea another shot. They almost named this new version Wild Cherry Mountain Dew, but they ultimately landed on Code Red instead.
Oh my god. Wow. I mean, it does sound pretty cool though, Code Red. And that's a nice looking can, I have to admit. Hello, Thwan, welcome in! We're learning about Mountain Dew today now. Now we learn about Mountain Dew.
Possibly because that name takes less time to shout at a 7-Eleven clerk. Code Red launched via an online racing game titled Mission Code Red. The
Hell
winners of
yeah,
which
can I get
received
some
free
Code
six-packs
Red?
of the new soda before anyone else got the chance to try it. Soon after, Code Red became available to the wider public, and its quick success caused PepsiCo to launch an endless stream of other Mountain Dew flavors
wow.
in extreme radioactive colors. In 2003, they came out with Mountain Dew Livewire,
Oh.
an orange version of the drink that was initially a summertime exclusive. But by 2005, Livewire had grown so successful that it became available year-round. Then, just 2 years later, PepsiCo held the first ever Democracy promotion, where they placed 3 all-new Mountain Dew flavors head-to-head. Revolution, Supernova, and Voltage were released to the public for a limited time, and Dew lovers everywhere had a chance to vote on their favorite new Dew. And on August 19th, 2008, the people spoke loud and clear.
Voltage
was to become the new permanent Mountain Dew flavor, while the other 2 were to go the way of the Mountain Dew Sport. It was also in 2008
okay.
that Doritos, another PepsiCo brand, launched Quest. Quest was a mystery Doritos flavor that was ultimately revealed to be, you guessed it, Mountain Dew. It's only a matter
What?
of time before they make Dorito-flavored Mountain Dew to deliver a more efficient stomachache. In the years that followed, Mountain Dew tried repeating the Democracy voting promotion, but no other winning flavors ever matched the success and staying power of Mountain Dew Voltage. These successful flavors aside, the brand also took big swings at a variety of other flavors that never took off. The most notable canary in this extreme coal mine was Mountain Dew Pitch Black. Pitch Black was a dark grape version of Mountain Dew that saw its first limited release in 2004,
Oh.
got another limited release in 2011, and then reappeared for Decision 2016, where it finally won its place as the newest permanent flavor. It was
My god, I've never seen that. I've heard of the Voltage one, but I've never seen this Pitch Black one. What the hell? Now I'm gonna be like on the lookout for all these different flavors. Never drank Mountain Dew before, either because it's hard to find or not a big fan of it. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I just, here I always see just like the original flavor. I don't think I've tried any of the other flavors. But now I want to. Now I want to. Oh, Pitch Black versus the Baja Blast. Okay. Oh, I've had the Baja Blast. Yeah, Taco Bell. That one's good. That one's really good.
real rags to riches soda. But sales lagged in the years that followed. And apparently permanent doesn't mean a whole lot when you're a Mountain Dew flavor. Aside from a few regional exceptions, Pitch Black was all but pulled from store shelves in 2019. Since then, it's seen only one more limited release, in 2023. But the Dew has fallen on more successes than not. Around the same time as Pitch Black was unveiled, PepsiCo released a whole new lineup of Mountain Dew products, Mountain Dew Kickstart. Kickstart was advertised as a breakfast-time alternative to Mountain Dew's main lineup, presumably to try and convince middle school Halo players not to chug 1 or 2 cans of attention deficit disorder right before homeroom. Kickstart contains less caffeine and sugar than normal Dew, has a variety of added vitamins, and makes use of real fruit juice. However, please don't call it juice. Even Mountain Dew would be offended. Kickstart launched in 2013 with orange citrus and fruit punch flavors, but eventually added black cherry, pineapple orange mango, and midnight grape to the lineup. While caffeine was once a natural byproduct of the soda-making process, which extracted both flavor and caffeine from the cola nut, caffeine today is almost exclusively an added ingredient that cola companies sprinkle in like a Salt Bae meme. Way back in the 80s, the FDA tried to put an end to this practice, but major soda brands argued that the added caffeine was integral to their soft drink success.
Obviously, yeah, because the caffeine is it's like what makes it an addiction. What do you mean I can't put cocaine in my drinks anymore? What do you mean I can't put the cocaine in the drink? Fine, I guess we'll just... Caffeine will have to do. Caffeine will have to do.
And the FDA let it slide.
Dr.
Mountain
Pepper.
Dew proliferated in the high caffeine days of the 1980s, arguably more so than any of its competitors. Today, a can of Mountain Dew has a whopping 54 milligrams of caffeine, 20 whole
What?
milligrams more than a can of Coke, making it one of the most caffeinated soft drinks on the market. While this high
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Why does it have so much caffeine? They're like, we're gonna make it ultra addictive. My last reference is available for the HR department to talk to Wednesday. I want a Mountain Dew now. Time to go get a Mountain Dew. Maybe we can get Baja Blast. Or the Pitch Black. Or the oh so popular Voltage flavor. Drinking water, same. Same. It's okay. We will drink our healthy water instead, Cranium. It's fine. Refreshing.
high caffeine content may have caused a stir among parents, it was Mountain Dew's 1997 competitor, Surge, that received the most caffeine-related backlash.
I have
even though
never
Surge
heard
only
of
had
this
51
drink.
milligrams of caffeine, which is 3 milligrams fewer than Mountain Dew. Still, Mountain Dew couldn't escape the 90s entirely unscathed. It was around this time that a sinister urban legend formed. The coloring used in Mountain Dew, yellow number 5, was said to not only lower sperm count, but, in more extreme cases, cause the male organ to shrivel up altogether. That's not
Oh no! You got a shriveled up Dicky Doo because you ate too much Mountain Dew. Yep. Good idea for not liking Mountain Dew. Oh my god. Wow. Is it not supposed to be shriveled? Oh my gosh. Luckily for Gooners and expecting dads, that's impossible. Oh my god. What the frig? What the
not the
frig?
sort of innards tickling anyone had in mind. While
No.
this rumor caused some to back away from the soft drink entirely, others supposedly began to rely on Mountain Dew as a contraceptive, which, needless to say,
Oh
is
my
a terrible
god.
idea. There's no way of knowing how widespread this trend may or may not have been, but it was perceived to be enough of an issue that multiple major publications, including the Wall Street Journal and Dear Abby,
It's okay, son. It's okay. But if you're going to do anything with your new girlfriend, okay, take these 5 cans of Mountain Dew. And make sure you drink all of them. And it will be fine.
ran articles that warned against doing the do as safe sex. While there's
Oh
never been any strong evidence that yellow number 5 lowers sperm count, the myth persists to this day. Caffeine and yellow number 5 aside, Mountain Dew has had its share of genuine controversies. For instance, in 2008, Mountain Dew customer Ronald Ball claimed to have found a dead mouse in a can
Oh my
of
god, we
Mountain
read
Dew,
about
a
that.
discovery he claims to have made only after drinking some of the contaminated product and becoming
Ew.
violently ill as a result.
Ew,
He
ew,
thereby
ew.
sued PepsiCo for $75,000 in damages.
Wow.
PepsiCo, in turn, submitted to the court an affidavit stating that Ball's mouse claim was impossible. According to the affiant, veterinarian Lawrence McGill, if a mouse were to be submerged in an acidic liquid, like Mountain Dew, it would completely disintegrate within 30 days of exposure. Considering soda can strip the paint off your car if you let it sit long enough, this isn't hard to imagine. Since Ball had opened his can 74 days after it first was packaged, PepsiCo claimed that there was no way a whole mouse could be contained within his can, unless it was a particularly clever mouse. Eventually, Pepsi settled with Ball out of court, though they maintained their innocence throughout the process.
Wow.
And in 2013, Mountain Dew came under fire from PhD-holding activist Boyce Watkins for a commercial wherein a handful of black men stand alongside a goat in a police lineup. Boyce created an online stir, calling it the most racist commercial in history. Well, he later backtracked that statement when he discovered that the ad was conceived and voiced by Tyler, the Creator, a black artist. The damage was already done. PepsiCo issued an apology and pulled the entire campaign. No amount of rumors or controversies could slow that cool mountain roll. In the years since, Mountain Dew tried their hand at a variety of energy drink products, including both the now defunct Game Fuel and their ongoing lineup of Mountain Dew energy drinks. What's more, Mountain Dew today has over a dozen flavors that are
Holy.
each individually exclusive to specific stores and restaurants across the U.S. For instance, Walmart has Mountain Dew Frostbite, Kroger has Thrashed Apple, and Dollar General has Sweet Lightning. In contrast,
Oh.
Bojangles has Southern Shock, Applebee's has Dark Berry Bash, and Red Lobster has the ever-luxurious Dugarita. Last but certainly not least, there's Baja Blast, a Taco Bell exclusive considered
Hell
by
yeah.
many Dewheads to be the crown jewel of
It's Asmongold.
extreme flavor. You can get Baja Blast any day of the week at your local Bell, but it's also available in grocery and convenience
Baja
stores
Blast.
during the summer. And in a recent announcement that caused many to start involuntarily grinding their teeth, Baja Blast will be available on store shelves throughout 2024. Mountain Dew
Wow.
moves billions of dollars of product every year, making it PepsiCo's second most popular beverage, behind, Pepsi. Still, it's mostly popular among young Midwestern men, with just 20% of Mountain Dew drinkers being responsible for 70% of all sales. It's
Wow.
thereby only natural that, most recently, PepsiCo's taken Mountain Dew into the adult beverage market, bringing the brand full circle to its roots as a mixer. In February of 2022, Hard Mountain Dew, including both black cherry and
Hard
watermelon
Mountain
variants,
Dew.
was tested in Iowa, Florida, and Tennessee. And this all-new product success allowed PepsiCo to expand Hard Mountain Dew's availability nationwide.
Oh, that one has 0 sugar, guys. 0 sugar. Let's go. I come into stream drinking a Mountain Dew. Well, Amy, have we got a story for you? Actually, it was probably good that you weren't here earlier. Or just a few seconds ago. Speaking of Baja Blast, apparently ever since the start of 2024, for its 20th anniversary, decided to permanently release it to stores. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, isn't that one of the really popular flavors now? Everyone always talks about Baja Blast. I always wanted to try the alcoholic ones. Yeah, I kind of want to try them now, too. I kind of want to try them now. Don't worry, I know my Dew is bad, but I can't help it. It's okay. It's okay, Amy. The Hard Mountain Dew is what I was talking about? Okay. Wow. Yeah, of course they have the Baja Blast flavor.
Soon after, they also launched Hard Baja Blast and Hard Livewire variants, making
Oh.
dropping in on that half-pipe more exciting and dangerous than ever before. Barney and Allie Hartman
Livewire.
would be tickled. So what do you think? What's your favorite Mountain Dew flavor? Let us know in the comments below, and while you're at it, check out some of these other weird history food videos.
Hell yeah. Oh, we're gonna have to learn about Dr. Pepper now too, aren't we? Damn. But your penis, Hoshi, it'll shrivel? I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I guess it's fine. I'll just have a shriveled dick. It's okay. I'll deal with it. I gotta have that Baja Blast. If you don't notice it on your store shelves, that's because that launch was apparently for the American market. Oh, okay. Of course it was. Of course it was. I have them in my area. They're a couple bucks for a large can. That's not that bad. Only 5% alcohol and you call it hard? It's mild. It's mild at best. Yeah, I think 5% is about the average for those kind of drinks. I think maybe I've sometimes seen 8% or something. It's usually pretty low.